This episode of Speakers of Eidolon is made possible by our generous patrons like Chris, Clinway, Metalligo Phaleon, Rita Hartnell, Ariel, Silo Redwind, Courtney, Daimos, Sprocket, Christoph Haas, Centra, Casey Schaefer, Bobby Forbidge, and a Major Cat Comet. Support the show and become a patron today at patreon.com/speakersxiv.
This is Speakers of Eidolon.
Good evening, ARCians. Welcome to Speakers of Eidolon, episode 73. I'm Lakeel Ravestone, and I'm joined today by Yaspot and my love Anadar. The chat is now ready to display messages. That's good.
Fantastic.
Welcome to episode 73. The Starlight celebrations have just started in Eorzea yesterday.
Do we even have time to talk about that?
No, we barely have it, but we have there because Live Letter XL, that's the big deal. Yesterday, not only Starlight, but Live Letter XL kicked off, and boy did we get to see a lot of stuff. And there's a lot of stuff that we didn't get to see, which we're probably going to discuss a lot today. First of all, let's discuss let's go through channel updates. So we're going into the holidays. This is going to be the last episode of Speakers of Eidolon until 28. This is the last episode of 2017 and of season 3. So hope it's a good one. Which means we won't have obviously no podcast episodes, and the channel itself will kind of slow down a little bit. We're working on a top 10 video ish. It's probably going to be top 5, but it's the A Realm Reborn Primals. Which we tried earlier when Orange was around. But because Orange... I love Orange, but both the fruit and the guy, but he was definitely trying to swing things.
Have you seen my answers yet?
I haven't. And now that you say it like that, I'm terrified now.
No, I'm good. It's good.
Okay. So that one will probably go live next Saturday when this episode is supposed to air. No, not this. Fuck off. You know what I mean. Let's talk about the game. Starlight Celebration is out, and it is a pretty good quest. The mount is. There's like one point. I don't want to spoil the start. I don't want to spoil it, but there's like you get a choice at some point in the quest.
Do you?
You get the illusion of choice. You do get a choice, don't you? Even if you skip it. There are 3 different sizes of something you can choose.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that matters at all, does it?
No, but I'm sad that I couldn't actually choose. It was just the illusion of choice.
I actually thought I just picked right.
You did. You did it on the first go.
I was like, I just thought I picked it right.
Because I went for the biggest immediately.
Yeah, so did I.
You got the big one. Oh, fucking Ellison privilege. Fuck. I didn't get the big one, and I didn't get the small one. I had to get the boring medium one.
Yeah, same. No, I had a huge fucking bear, dude. It was massive.
Those Ellisons. That's weird because I thought that was like Rogadin, but
thousands are the second tallest race.
That is true. That is true. Damn it! I should have gone. I saw Highlanders get a big mount too. That's sucks. I mean, Midlanders, we should get more because we're like the most popular.
You're like the most vanilla thing ever.
Shut up. So the fate itself is okay. So that we can say that it's fate based. It's just one fate. There were a couple of issues here, and I thought they had already sorted this out. Like I thought they had learned from previous events, but. First of all, I like the fate itself. The music is awesome. It's the Chocobo theme with like a Christmas remix of the Chocobo theme, which I don't really think fits because there are no Chocobos in this quest. But who cares? But the fate area is so small. and there's so many people there. Like, you can barely see the trees for the people. They're oh, it's terrible. Also, I guess this is a PSA. After you've done the quest, you get the mount. Don't use that mount in the Fate. You have to go to the guy with the meatballs on his head and get his mount.
He's standing next to Woolhead over there.
Yeah, he's standing next to Woolhead. He doesn't have an icon. That one disappears for some. I think he has an icon during the quest. No, I think it's the guy all the way over at Bent Branch, whatever. But he doesn't have an icon. So make sure you go to him, pick up his mount, and then do the Fate. Also make sure to level sync, because I've seen a lot of people not doing that as well.
I didn't level sync the first time.
Yeah,
Me
neither. I mean, yeah. So that happened. I also used the wrong mount once, so that was also very fun. So yeah, how does this compare to last year's event? I can't even remember the last year's event.
Was last year's the one where you kept dreaming about people?
Oh yeah, that sucked. I hated that one.
It was like an advent calendar-ish thing.
This one,
Oh, go ahead.
This one's automatically better because it gives a mount. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't like the last one too much, to be honest.
It gave some good glamour, but it didn't. Yeah, I like the mount. The mount. It's a mount. It's a fucking bear. Of course, it's not even a bear. It's a bear.
It's a
Santa bear. So that's.
Were you gonna say something, Neil?
I was just saying, I quite liked the sort of the story of the orphanage one last year. It was quite sweet, but it didn't have any real rewards. Whereas this one is a bit more lighthearted.
Yeah,
a massive bear.
And the bear is so cute.
And when you fly with the bear, but you don't move, it like hangs midair, like it's got a string attached to its back. It's amazing.
Yeah,
yeah, that's really awesome.
So that's the Starlight. So yeah, I think we all agree that this year's is better in reward, at least when it comes to the reward.
Yeah.
There isn't a lot of story in this one, but hey, whatever. Okay. Live Letter XL.
Whew.
What a live letter. Part 1 of 2. Can you guys remember when they started like splitting the live letters in 2? Because
a long time ago.
I feel like that's a newer trend. Like maybe it's just I can't remember. I feel like the old live letters showed more. Like they didn't say like this is part 1.
Yeah.
They would have like this is live letter 10 and next one is live letter 11 where we'll show more. But now it's like part 1 and they like pace it like it is part 1.
I think the big difference is that before they used to put out live letter part 1 quite a bit earlier than they do now. I mean, live letter part 2 is in like a couple weeks.
Yeah,
it's not far away, right? Whereas before they used to actually they used to be like just way before. It's like 4.1 drops, and then like a month later they're like, okay, here's teasers for 4.2.
Yeah.
Where now it's all at the very end.
Yeah, because
I personally have no problem with them switching. Splitting live letters up at all. I don't.
The only thing I have an issue with, because it's fine, more live letters are good because that gives us more to talk about. But the way they've paced them is weird because this live letter, although I liked what they showed, there wasn't a lot to show. Like they show, bless you. There wasn't a lot to show. They didn't show a lot in this live letter. Like they showed off with the camera thing, the replay thing, and I think that's the only thing they actually showed, right? Of like in-game stuff. Yeah. They did have some network issues apparently, but still, it's weird because they save everything for part 2. Part 2 is like when everything, like the trailer.
It's the real live letter, basically.
That is the real one, yeah.
It's the real one.
So the part 1 kind of feels like it doesn't really need to be there. Also, speaking of pacing, that live letter was just quick fire. They just went through that shit. I think it was because they were slightly delayed, but the first part of the live letter was just like rushing through as much as possible. So let's just dive into the live letter and discuss the stuff. There's we still don't have like a full like digest from official digest yet, so we're just gonna have to work off of the translations from the official forums and what the community has gathered together of information and stuff. So patch 4.2 is called Rise of a New Sun, and it will release on in late January of 2018. There was some patch art that was released as well, and I think we're gonna look at it if I can find it. Hang in there. I thought I actually had it open, but I guess I didn't. Hold on. Oh shit. The kill. Hold on.
Do you like the name Rise of a New Sun? It's
Yeah, what could it mean?
I think it's a very Doman name.
yeah, it's a bit pandering to the.
I would definitely agree with that. Yep.
Yeah. We can talk about that while I find that picture, because it's they talked about the main scenario quest will now lean more towards Doma.
Yeah.
The Alamigo thing is sort of gone in this patch.
I have a feeling it'll be alternating for the most part.
Yeah.
Which is a bit. I don't know.
I mean, we've talked about this before. I feel like the Doma story was a bit tacked on in Stormblood.
Yeah.
So giving this Doma story a bit more, giving them the limelight for a bit longer I think it's about time we do. I do hope they show us more, because that's yeah.
For me, I don't have a problem with like how Doma was shown throughout Stormblood main scenario. I thought what was neglected was the end. Once we solved everything, it was like, okay, see you later, gotta go. So it felt like there was like the ending was missing, and I'm hoping that this is the ending to that kind of. I mean, that's what 4.1 was to Alamigo as well, so I guess that's only fair that I guess our first two patches are like, let's get things back together a little bit, and then move on. So I don't know. I think it'll be probably a necessary part of the story that hopefully isn't bad. Hopefully it's good.
We'll see. So far, the main story has been good. It's always been good, I guess. But let's look at the art. So the full art is like this ish. So let's start at the bottom, at the most obvious thing here. So we see Alpha with Biggs. No, that's Wedge.
What's he doing in that outfit?
Yeah, he's wearing. He's got his own Ironworks outfit now. I don't know what that has. Like, that doesn't really tell us anything other than that he's on the team, I guess. But then when we get up, Nero.
Nero's literally the greatest thing in the world.
He's
so
amazing.
Good.
I like that Jesse's looking like a badass.
Yeah. I haven't. There's not enough Jessie in this game.
No, but there she is.
Agreed.
And that, of course, these guys in the front here are alluding to Omega, obviously. We'll touch on that later. Omega is literally in the background there as well. So, and then there's Midgard's armor, which I guess is still tied to the Omega thing.
Yeah,
I guess, but now it starts to get a bit weird.
Who are these dudes?
Well, one of them is fucking Estinian, right?
Yeah, I was thinking that is a dragoon.
It has to be Estinian.
Yeah. There's a guy with an axe. Let's see. Can I turn on my mouse? Yeah, there's a guy with an axe behind the lady. Let's see. Display capture cursor.
I mean,
it almost looks like one of the Knights of the Round.
Yeah, he has like a dragoonish helm too.
Well, and he's got like the Heavensward. Like, I swear that looks like one of the Heavensward staffs or axes or something. It looks like one of the.
Yeah, there's also an astrologian here, with like, I don't know what. This is a helmet of some sort, I guess, or is it? I don't even know what I'm looking at right here.
People are saying it's just us.
It could be us.
That's just
it could even be representing like the feast or something. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah,
that is true. Then who is this then? Because
that's a samurai doing meditate, right?
But he reminds me of like X-Death almost.
It does look a lot like X-Death. I actually totally see what you're talking about.
But it makes no sense to have him there. Oh my god. Is X-Death still going to be part of the Omega?
No, God, no.
He does look like Exdeath. Like his helmet has even the thing on it. Like,
Yeah.
huh?
I don't know. Why the fuck would Exdeath be there?
I don't know.
There's nothing else we can do with Exdeath.
It's X. Yeah, chat agrees that it is Exdeath. Then
It's not Exdeath. I refuse to believe that it's Exdeath.
Oh, it could be like. Why would they point out previous battles in the patch art for a new patch?
There doesn't seem to be anything relating to the main story at all on that.
No, there isn't. No.
This is very much like the patch art for 4.1, where the main focus
Honestly, if I were to say anything, that's Golbez. If I were to say anything, even though it's like they look similar, but that stupid thing on top of the helmet, like the little front thing, that's
the thing that ruins it, because that's
the Exdeath thing.
Yeah. I don't know what it means, but it's
they really need to work on their text art again though.
What the you still
the writing is so boring. Compared to Dreams of Ice and
they have been kind of lackluster lately. I agree.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, it's stylized at least, but it's not like the full logos we used to get. Okay, so that's the main story and the art. It doesn't tell us much. It tells us Omega's still a thing. There's an Exdeath in the top there or something.
Wait, we're getting a new raid tier?
Whoa, hold on. Yeah.
No way.
Also new side quest with the Hildibrand quest line, which won't come out in 4.2. It will come out in 4.2. 4.2. Was it 2.5 or 2.25? I can't remember what it was. It might say so in my notes here.
I think they said they noticed everyone does the side story stuff after everything else, so we're doing it in 4.25.
They're going to spread it out a bit, the content, which they've already sort of done in Stormblood. Eureka.
Yeah.
Sorry,
what was that?
What? Nothing. And then they announced the new Beast Tribe, quests, the Ananta.
Who'd have guessed it?
I mean, I didn't expect them to come out in 4.2, but
were you guys expecting them to be a crafting?
No. They could be actually. No,
they're not. They're not.
They're not. Is that confirmed?
Their battle. Okay. Their battle. Yes, they're confirmed.
It could have been good though, because they're all jewel crafters.
Yeah,
I know. I thought they were going to be, but then
that would make much more sense. But whatever.
I was waiting for it, and then just coincidentally, I just became a full-time crafter anyway.
Yeah, you've been crafting.
I don't know why.
But the good thing about the Ananta is that, are we gonna get fucking elephant mounts?
We better get elephant mounts.
An elephant mount? I mean,
we're gonna get those dank ass elephant mounts that you see wandering around in the Ananta camps. Because I'm down for some elephant.
That would be pretty.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
I'm down for some elephent.
I'd love to be an elephant on an elephant. That would be sweet.
Fuck
maybe yours will be really thin with a
your
massive
elephant. You'll get a doll now instead.
Fuck off.
There isn't much to say about that. New dungeons. The initial stuff that they revealed, we don't really know anything about because they were just rushing through it. So they showed us the new dungeons, one of which surprised me. Didn't expect that. The hard mode dungeon is the Fractal Continuum.
Nice.
Hey. It's a good looking dungeon.
For them.
Yeah,
I'm excited for
I
them.
like everything that's Allegan. Bring it on. The new dungeon is called Hell's Lid. And Mela has a problem with it. Go ahead, Mela.
Fire or the lava. It's all the pictures were all like watery.
They showed only one picture, to be fair, didn't they?
Maybe.
Of Hell's Lid. And it was full of water.
Are you excited for the Hell's Lid? Because
yeah, I mean,
I'm thrilled.
Really?
If there's anything I can say about the Stormblood dungeon so far, they've been hitting the exact ones we need for lore. 100%.
Yeah,
True
true.
that.
Like that. Like how many Hellsguard Rogadins have you seen in Stormblood so far? Not that many. How many have you seen in the whole game so far as NPCs? Not very many, right?
Only one or a couple, maybe.
There's only a few.
Yeah.
And that's because they hide in places like this.
What, volcanoes?
That's why they're called the Hellsguard.
They're guarding hell.
Right, exactly. And they're in like Somal originally until they got, pushed out by dragon. So like this is finally touching on lore of something that we haven't really gone around before, and I'm like very excited.
Yeah, I think that's very true. But and I think the reason, Mila, you see water there is because Hell's Lid is located like in a watery area.
It's basically on an island.
Yeah,
that's only a volcano.
Yeah,
hoping that part of it is volcanic looking.
Of course it will. Of course, it's called Hell's Lid. I don't think it's gonna be just hair.
Don't say of course, Lukiel.
I'm gonna be. You know what? I bet
you have to. What's it called? Fantasia into a Lalafell. If it has no
permanently,
if it has no lava.
No, permanently. No, I'm just gonna.
I mean, you can even say permanently because there's gonna be lava.
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
I have a feeling this clip will be played again on a future podcast when I'm a Lalafell.
Nah, just do it, dude.
And I'm gonna cry. Okay, fuck it. Permanently. If there's no lava, I'm gonna Fantasia permanently to a Lalafell. There's gonna be lava in fucking Hell's Lid. Yoshi P. Fuck. Please save me. Yeah. So that sort of ends the stuff we can't talk too much about because we don't really have much information. But the new trial, or I should say new trials, that are coming. Not all. We're only going to get one with 4.2, but it starts a new series called The Four Lords.
Yeah, one-upping Heavensward.
What?
Well, it was the boring triad last time.
Oh yeah,
now
true.
It's the Four Lords.
So they've added a fourth person here. A person.
This one is 4.
Yeah.
Instead of 3.
Yeah. Which I guess confirms that we're getting more patches then?
I guess it just means we're not getting a Nidhogg, is probably what I would say. Because Xenos is dead for actually this time, so
that's true. That's
kind of
sad.
Where Nidhogg was just like, yeah, I'm dead. No, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
What if Xenos is the fourth lord?
Can you not?
He's the turtle all along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited for this.
Without a doubt. It's the first one we're getting is the white lion whose name I keep forgetting. Bianco. Bianco. So for those of you that, because I just confirmed this before we went on, these 4 dudes things existed in 11 as notorious monsters. So there's a link here. I think it is also linked to very exciting because I think it's also linked to tactics. Maybe this links into the Evilise theory.
Jesus Christ. That's clutching at straws. He's a tiger as well, not a lion.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. Did I say lion?
Yeah,
I did mean
that'd be a bit fluffy.
They are, I think they're based on, let me Google it.
It's like Chinese mythology, but then Japan.
I know, yeah.
I didn't mean that. I meant
basically based on the
yeah.
They appear on the world map in the cardinal direction they belong to. Biako is west.
But see where they all are?
They're all around
Hingashi.
Yeah. They are.
So I mean, I have a guess on how the story is gonna go, where they're gonna assume that these are, protectors and that they've been a thing for a long time, and then they just find out they're primals, and that sucks. and then we kill them.
Oh my god, depressing. We're just gonna kill.
That is kind of what I think is gonna happen, though.
1,000-year-old myth. Here we come.
Yeah. So, one of the things I'm really curious about with this, though, is if we're gonna link it to 11,
Mm-hmm.
killing all 4. I guess for people who don't know, there's Byakko, Genbu, Seiryu, and Suzaku,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically a dragon, a turtle,
Phoenix?
tiger, and
A phoenix.
A phoenix, yeah.
Yeah.
But then you would fight Kirin after.
Mm-hmm.
Kirin we can't really use.
Well, you're too busy riding him.
I'm too busy riding him, exactly. So I wonder if that's gonna have anything, if that's gonna be something that gets explained, or if we just kind of ignore it like we ignored Kefka for the Warring Triad.
Well, I guess because I don't think I think Kirin is like, because originally there were only, because I think this myth is like a bit, they can't really decide, because I think some use only the 4 and some add the 5th Kirin.
There's some that have like 6.
Yeah, there's a sixth one
like
too.
Whether you pick from Chinese, Japanese, Korean,
Mm-hmm.
But I'm fairly certain the one they're sticking to is the Japanese version for this.
Yeah.
This is what it seems like.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah. So it'll be exciting to see, because Phoenix, we kind of already have a Phoenix, so weird.
Mhm.
So that means there's another
We have 2 Phoenixes.
Phoenix Primal.
We got Firebird too.
Yeah. There's a giant turtle. I hope they don't just pump up a tortoise.
Well, see, I mean, there's no way we're getting these. If we had the models from 11,
Yeah.
it would be the worst fucking Primal series.
Well, they did
Because,
show the model.
They did show the model,
And
that
you
is
know
just,
what?
yeah.
That is pretty much the model from 11.
Yeah, it did look pretty.
is.
But like, if we're getting Genbu as just an adamantoise, like you can go fight an iron adamantoise
Yeah.
in Thanalan and get the same. Ooh.
That would be an interesting series then. You're just gonna fight
Mhm.
some slightly larger mobs.
Mhm.
That'll be some.
Seiryu
That
was
would be
just a
awesome.
blue dragon.
Oh boy. And Phoenix is just the Phoenix mob. I mean, that would be more impressive, I guess.
Suzaku
Yeah.
was a fucking cockatrice.
Oh, 11. Bless you.
Yes, I know, right?
So yeah, I'm looking forward. We don't know anything about how, like, the arena or anything. We did see one shot of him, like, through some bamboo stuff.
And they did a close up.
Then they did a
They did a
close-up.
close-up,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
I'm
looked
talking
like-
about the arena. I don't know
Oh
what
yeah,
it looks
yeah,
like.
it looked pretty cool.
It was just like foggy bamboo. Foggy
Yeah.
bamboo. My new book.
Probably the bamboo will be like perfectly in a rectangular shape,
Yeah.
Mm.
and then he'll just be directly in the
I
middle.
thought maybe it would like allude to where it was, like where in the world we were when we were fighting him, but it was hard to tell.
Somewhere
You know,
in
I
these.
bet you could find out. pretty
Data
easily.
mining will probably.
Not even data mining. I'm sure you could look around and you could
Oh,
find
yeah.
some clues to where the Jade Stoa would be.
If I look at the map right now, he's just right north of. Can I bring up the picture again? He's located like right.
Yeah, so you think he'd have to be on the west side of things, right? You would
Yeah.
assume so. But also, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
we
sense
haven't-
because-
we haven't been to any.
I'm
of those
really looking
areas.
forward to fighting that turtle out in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, can I just point out that he seems to be kind of flying?
Yeah. He
Turtle?
also is the exact same size
Yeah.
as a massive island.
I'm pretty sure they
Mm.
can all fly.
Yeah, they probably all can.
That bird looks good though.
There is an island, like a group of islands there below.
But see, here's where I'm confused because we've never been to any of these areas.
No.
No.
Like, we haven't touched them at all.
What if they unlock in 4.2? Like, just I don't
It's
know.
like actual zone.
You think they're gonna unlock the rest of
No,
what's it called, Koshu or whatever?
No, no. Maybe. I don't know.
No. So there's gonna be they're gonna.
There's just going to be an instance. I'm thinking more it's just going to be like an instance thing, but in the cutscene you travel to that zone, and that's just for fighting him. You can't walk around there, but I think like maybe the arena is there. Like, where would you
Yeah.
fight these? They're like mythical creatures from a place we don't know. Like, we don't even know where. It's not like they're going to walk around in Kugane. Because they're around Hingashi.
Why will we fight them? What's the point?
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. Because it's too early. We don't know the lore behind this fight.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was something like they're going crazy, and then they're like, "Hey, there's a primal killer in in Kugane. Let's send him in, I guess,
to kill our mythical creatures."
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. The extreme version is also we should probably point out the fight is the fight is called the Jade Stoa. So that should tell us maybe where it is.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying. Yeah, you can look on the map right now, and you could probably maybe find something that would lead you. Because I want to say it like this doesn't make any sense at all. Well, it kind of makes some sense, I guess. But to me, it seems like such a Yangshan thing. It seems like he's gonna be sitting in Yangsha. Like there's places in Yangsha where I swear it looks identical to a place where the Jade Stoa could be. Which that is west. So that could be possible, but I don't know. Like
it's just very like strange that they're only there on the map.
They're exactly.
Why didn't they just spread them around? But hey, maybe it's just they didn't know where to put them when they made the map. Because the map was, I think, made long before.
Yeah, maybe they intended for us to be on the whole island. That's true. Yeah, it could be whatever. Yeah.
So going by the big overworld map alone isn't a reliable way to try to figure out where it is.
I'll hop in game at some point and try and do some sleuthing before the next episode in a month or whatever. I'll forget. Don't hold me up to that. I'll forget.
Okay, so they also then moving on. They talked about the Omega, a new part of Omega. We can't talk about it too much because there's not much to say other than the name Omega Sigmascape, and Omega Sigmascape Savage. Savage.
Oh. I don't really think there's too much to talk about here. Like so many people are like, oh, it's gonna be 6 because of all this dumb shit. It's like there was no correlation between Delta. Well, I guess there kind of was, but
it's got S in Sigma, and 6 begins with S. So
we have no clue. I mean, maybe.
I hope it's 7, and it's. Do you remember those weird like motorcycles? Like the enemy that was that weird like motorcycle that like.
You're talking about the minigame?
No. There were monsters which were like just a giant motorcycle. 7 had some weird monsters.
I can't remember them.
I don't remember that at all.
I'm thinking.
And it had that monster that was just like a big door, didn't it? And 7 had some weird monsters actually.
Yeah, I mean it does.
Yeah, we've talked about 7 so many times before. I still don't think we're going to get a lot of 7 content in 14.
I don't think so either. I don't know what it's going to be. I think it's probably going to. We're going to find out in a little while.
Yeah, that is.
Personally, Amen. I mean, I'm all about taking fun and guessing, but I don't think right at this time anybody has any clue or.
Yeah, we have nothing to go on. So this is other than the name, which really doesn't tell us a whole lot.
All I'm going to say is it's not 6. Sorry.
You sure?
Yoshi P's my dad. He told me it's not 6.
Okay. God, I would love a 6 one, but hey. So that's Omega. Go away. Oh boy. And then
Hey.
We have an update about Eureka. We got some new artwork, which if I had done my job, I would have had that screenshot ready to go. Here. See?
You did it.
Shh.
It's no longer the sea of clouds.
Nope, it's like a giant kelp field.
Now, is that Zenith?
No.
Ooh.
No.
The structure kind of looks like it could belong there. It could also look a little bit Charlian. It has sort of the, like swirly stuff that you would see on a Charlian thing as well. Like it could be anywhere. It could. I feel like it belongs somewhere in the Dravanian area, in Dravania somewhere.
Yeah, I would definitely say that seems like Ablathia's spine thing.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
For sure.
it's got lots of mountains. The name that we figured out it's called Land of Eureka Anemos, which means wind.
Yes.
So
go ahead, Mela.
There's a weird Greek theme here.
Is
So
there?
Anemos is Greek. A stoa is a Greek piece of architecture, and Sigma is obviously Greek. What the hell's going on?
They've gone Greek.
They just love Greece right now.
Yeah, there's a Greece period now. Yeah.
I think one of the most interesting parts about that is the fact that they labeled it. To me, is the weirdest part. And I think that's honestly kind of a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because if we're going to be doing the first couple steps of our relic only in Anemos, and then we get a new step and they're like, okay, here's Land of Eureka, something else Greek, and it's a separate place. Well, then the first one just died.
Yeah.
So unless they just like make the zone bigger, like keep adding like quadrants to it or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be fine.
But that just that seems stupid to me.
They said that was going to happen. They did confirm that this land would expand with patches. So,
but I mean, expanding could just mean that they're adding more things under the tree of Eureka.
That's true.
That is also true. It could mean both, I guess. But no, I think he said like the map would expand. Maybe I'm just. Maybe not. I hope that he said that. I don't know. It's weird. They also told us that it has a different leveling system, which we already know. It's nothing like the Deep Dungeon, which we already knew. It's gonna have the relic weapons and relic armor. One thing, they never used the word relic.
Mm-hmm.
They said strengthen armor and weapons. I'm worried again. Because I don't know if we're getting a relic weapon or if it's just like powering up. Like, what does it mean?
No, it's got to mean relics.
It has to, right?
It has to mean relics.
If Eureka comes out and it's just like you can add some extra stats to your currently held weapon,
like fuck that.
I'm gonna die. Yeah.
In case you just really want to hold on to your Genji weapon forever.
Yeah. That sounds fun. But they also said something troubling. We're not really sure. I think the translation might have fucked it up, but FC content was mentioned in the same part. Like, which is it gonna be the same as Diadem? This is just. Can you send your airship to?
It sounded a bit like Diadem.
Oh, it sounds like a lot like Diadem, dude.
Full of notorious monsters.
Yep.
And maybe when you've beat all your objectives, like an emergency mission or something spawns. I don't know.
Oh no. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. At least we got some artwork. I've been crying out for some artwork for months, and we got it. It looks fucking weird, and it doesn't really tell us anything. But there's a structure. It has some sort of shield, and
it basically looks totally different from the original artwork.
Yeah, so that's very clear that they just abandoned the original concept for Eureka here. I mean,
if it ends up being Diadem, but it's also tied to your relics, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be the worst thing ever.
Yeah. Please be good. You can enjoy it as part of a group or multiple groups and solo. They did say solo, so you can actually go in solo, but...
So that makes me wonder if, like, maybe you don't have to kill notorious monsters.
Maybe not.
Can you just go farm like random shitty enemies?
So this notorious, so that is confirmed. I haven't read the.
Yeah, I mean they absolutely mentioned notorious monsters are going to be there.
Kill me. This is Diadem. This is Diadem. Stop hyping Eureka. It's Diadem. Moving on. So they mentioned job adjustments. They specifically brought up warrior and black mage. They didn't go into specifics, but they said that they wanted to make some adjustments to those because players complained that they were too difficult to play in certain content.
Yeah.
I think black mage is getting buffed, first of all.
Yeah.
And it needs a buff.
You're getting your buff, Myla.
We do need it. So
apparently, in one of the unofficial translations, it was specifically mentioned for mobility.
Yes.
How they're gonna fix that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Maybe they'll just cut down. Maybe they'll give you dual cast or some shit.
That would
we already
be
have
nice.
triple
Or
cast.
Yeah, oh well, that's true.
We already have triple cast.
Maybe they'll lower the cooldown on it or something, or
Yeah, just
lower cast times.
Maybe lower cast times, that could be done, I guess.
But they would have to lower the cast time, but not the global cooldown.
Yeah.
Because
Hmm.
or else you would just be a DPS buff. Like they tried that last time, where they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna give you a huge spell speed buff."
Yeah, that didn't work. Yeah.
Like help you with mobility. And people are like, "No, I'm just gonna stand here longer and cast more spells now."
I liked having good spell speed.
Yeah. So yeah, not much to say about that. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, what we can talk about is the feast or PvP, because that is getting.
Actually, yeah, I do want to say, why are they talking about warrior?
Oh yeah. Let's just touch on that.
What about Dark Knight?
No one talks about Dark Knight.
I know, and they shouldn't, but still.
What about White Mage?
Because White Mage is fine at the moment.
White Mage is a trash flavor.
I think no. Actually, let me just defend White Mage for a second. Again, because that's what I do. I'm the White Mage, White Knight. So I think there's a difference between a class being boring and bad. White Mage is boring because it's White Mage. It's the vanilla healer. It's the most basic healer you can get. That's just life. White Mage is boring, but that doesn't make it bad. It doesn't need any. I think White Mage is perfect right now. There's there's always something you could fix with, but I think White Mage is fine. Go on.
For Warrior, I think Warrior's not getting buffed. Sorry. That's a nerf.
Yeah, that's
what
a
that
nerf.
is.
That's a nerf
That's
incoming.
what that is.
About time. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say about time because they were kind of getting not too good for the first half.
And then they buffed them again.
Stormblood. But then they gave them Shake It Off, and Shake It Off is too strong. It's too good.
Yeah.
So
too strong. Okay.
I personally, I think it's probably a Shake It Off nerf.
Probably.
That's what I think.
So PvP, the feast, getting some big, slightly big updates. The new map is being added. A new map is being added, and it's Crystal Tower themed.
Who would have thought that?
No one would have thought that. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It looks like Crystal Tower. Oh, I mean, it looks like Circus Tower. It is. We don't know a lot about it, other than it's because I immediately thought, like, how is this going to fit into the lore? Like, how the fuck would they be able to build a PvP arena on top of Crystal Tower? It's not Crystal Tower. They've built it themselves.
Total bullshit.
Total
Total bullshit. It's literally got the thing where you're like, when you're up in the sky and it looks different.
Yeah.
You're on top of Crystal Tower. It's got all that.
Yeah.
Look, we've already cleared Crystal Tower out, so we can do what we want with it now.
Well, we locked it up at the end of the storyline, if you remember.
Yeah, and now we've
We
unlocked it again.
We unlocked it just to fight ourselves. Yeah. It's
Yeah, they basically just said, don't worry about it.
yeah.
And it's like, well, I mean,
But my lore.
How I can already tell that Koji's like, what the fuck have you guys done?
Yeah. But I
What have you done?
think with PvP we just have to ignore it. We just have to not think about it too much because it's PvP. PvP is, to me, PvP is always like anything that happens in PvP is just in its own bubble. It doesn't actually happen.
I would agree, but the precedents they've set with PvP in the past makes it all very, very important.
Yeah, because they're so
secure,
strange.
very important. It's grand
Yeah.
companies fighting over, civilly fighting over who gets Cardinal Flats.
Which to me still
and
doesn't
then-
quite make sense. I don't understand.
Shatter
The
is
locations.
an important battle for
Yeah.
information on the Calamity, you know? Seal Rock, another, just like, they're all so
I
important.
mean, yeah, with Frontline,
I guess the
we
feast doesn't I guess that's true. Somebody brought up the feast doesn't have lore implications, just Frontline stuff.
yeah, the feast is just like happening.
Still.
Yeah, Frontline is very heavily lore based, sadly. Yeah, because in the feast you're also suddenly in like West Shroud, which we all know is mostly destroyed, but for some reason they managed to build a tiny arena to fight in with no entrance or exits anywhere. You have to fly there by fucking airship. That makes no sense. That's when I realized, just don't try to reason with this shit. This is just to
It's true.
kill some people and go home. Don't think about it. So to me, West Shroud is still uninhabited. Nothing's happening there.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on, guys. So that's why I think
Right.
this is fine. If you just turn off, don't think about lore when you're playing this particular map. I still think it's bullshit, though. Yeah, that they said that they've built it themselves. No, they have not. Don't try, if you're trying to make it not lore built or like make sense in the lore, then don't try. Don't like say, yeah, they built it. No, they didn't build it. Anyways.
They could have just said nothing. Like,
Yeah, they
here's
could
a
have
new
just
map.
said, yeah, here it is,
Yeah,
Crystal
yeah.
Tower, PvP. Anyways, moving on. There will be rule revisions. Were there any specifics here? Yeah. The match length will be reduced from 8 to 6 minutes.
Oh, thank God for that.
Yeah. Culling time, duration, and stack increase rate adjusted, probably to match the new time. And the adrenaline gauge accumulation rate is also adjusted, which probably has something to do with the time again.
Mhm.
Offensive. God, why am I offensive and how do you pronounce it in that sense?
Offensive.
It is still called offensive, right? In Norwegian, that changes. You see, offensive and defensive supplies removed. Player respawn. Yeah, that's removed. Player respawn where KO'd.
Wait, what? They've removed the supplies?
Yeah, I just kind of brushed over that.
It sounds like Wolf's Heart is still there.
Yeah,
That's strange, but okay.
yeah. They said that's not listed here, but I do believe they said that thing will have something
And
adjusted as well.
Adrenaline, and I guess Adrenaline ones too.
Yeah, where they spawn
Are
has
still there?
changed. But yeah,
But offensive and defensive are just gone.
yes.
Which is fine, I guess. I mean, they were really just something that you
You did the correct ones at the start of every fight. It didn't really make a difference, did it?
Players will now respawn where they were KO'd with full HP and MP.
Wow,
and
that's
some
big.
invincibility.
Yeah, but yeah.
That's
So
crazy. That's a huge change.
That is
yeah,
a very, very big change.
that kind of changed.
I think
the
that's
playstyle a bit.
gonna be a lot more fun, to be honest.
Because it's such a bore. If you like, your party is like on the other side of the arena, you die, you have to run all the way. As a healer, that's the most frustrating part. And you can see like their HP is like boom, 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 boom. You just and you make it just in
This
time.
is just the feast, though, right?
Yeah,
It's not
just the
Frontline,
feast.
is
This
it?
is just the feast.
That's still pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah. Medal values adjusted, and with that also they added caps to how many medals you can carry for each class. I don't have the actual values
I
here.
think it was like 175 for tanks,
Wasn't it
200
200?
healers.
I believe there were 200 for
And
tanks. And 125 for healers. I remember those two. And then there was one for ranged and one for melee, but I can't remember those two.
Yeah, but either way, I thought that was a good
Yeah.
good change as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Things a little more strategic.
So, and if you then try to pick up medals after you'd hit your limit, you wouldn't pick them up by mistake.
Mhm. I also think that you're probably about to get to this, but the buff for having less medals than you started off with now.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Instead of just heavy metal, you can get light metal. Doesn't
Yeah.
sound as cool
The
as
best
heavy metal,
genre.
but basically makes it way harder for you to die,
Yeah.
which I think is good because then
Yeah.
you won't just sit there and kill the healer constantly.
That's true. 200 tanks, 175 melee, 150 ranged, and 125 healers are the numbers according to chat. So yeah, those are good changes overall. I don't think there's anything. I'm really excited to see what the respawn thing will do, because
Yeah, most definitely.
yeah. There was another change. We're getting ranked teams, or generally teams, PvP teams. You can register your own team.
Yoshi, listen.
And you can
Did what I wanted.
and you can do ranked matches with your team and all that goodness. So far, I believe you could only do 4v4 matches, 4v4 matches was all you could do right now. Or am I wrong?
That's
Yeah.
fine. You can talk amongst each other,
Yeah.
and you can talk out of game.
You get your own little chat tab to talk with your team. So that's
I
Now
think
we
that's
just need
really
logo
good.
design as well, and then we'll be fine.
so you can have like your own crest for your
Yeah.
I mean that's more. Now
really
you're just
like
talking
that.
about like a fucking free company at this point.
Well,
like,
they
why don't we
said it
just
was a
get
bit
our own
like one.
like link shell type? Maybe we can get a house just for
Yeah,
PvP
arena
teams.
houses.
Yeah, arena houses. Yeah.
That'll help.
Yeah.
Dude, like a little barracks in the wolves den for your
That would be
PvP
cool.
FC would be sweet.
That would be pretty cool. Not gonna lie. So yeah, overall, good changes coming.
Very positive.
They didn't give us. This is the thing about this live letter. They did not specify when in 4.2 these changes were being put in.
I would say probably the last day before 4.3 comes out.
Hey, yeah. Which is also, we don't know about Eureka as well. Just bringing that up. Though on the fucking slide, it said patch 4.2 content, and it had the Eureka thing there. So it has to come now. God, I don't know why I want it now, because it's clearly just fucking the diadem with the deep dungeon system. That's
but
all
I
it
love
is.
that. They clearly know they've just made the diadem again. They're like, oh no, just wait a bit, guys. So
Here's
we've
what
got
I
to
think.
just wait a little bit.
I think they did. They made Diadem 3.0,
Yes.
and then they were like, "This is the future," because now we've read all of their shit. We've read everything, all the feedback. This is what they want, and then they did their thing. They started hyping this shit up, and we're like, "It's definitely not gonna be like the Diadem." And they're like, "Oh fuck," and they had to remake it. And now they're trying to like low key it, like they're like, by the way, here's Diadem. No, not Diadem. I wish they said that. I wish they like like a Freudian slip, like fucking here's Diadem, Eureka. It kind of felt like that. They were like, and here's some new art for Eureka. By the way, PvP is changing.
Yeah.
And like everything that says like even their wording in the official translation is this, we're planning to introduce this in 4.25. It's like,
yeah. Sure. We'll see. Oh god. Okay, here's the big one. Changes to the Glamour System. Okay, first of all, we just have to address the elephant in the room. They called it a fucking commode. Which...
It does also mean a chest of drawers.
It does, but the first thing that comes to mind is something else. And I don't want to put my glamour in that commode.
Nope.
But hey, So basically what's happening here is if I can get like I need a detailed thing, because there was a lot of mistranslation, there were some inaccuracies in the fucking the thing in the I think it weren't typos or bad mistranslation, it was just very
worded.
yeah. Let's see if I can find the thing here. So basically what's happening is that all Glamour Prisms will now be just one type. Just Glamour Prism.
Yeah.
And
if you will.
or that. I mean that is the canon name for it. You take a piece of equipment, you use a Glamour Prism to convert that item into a Glamour, which is then placed in your commode, which can hold up to 200 Glamours. It's going to take a long time to get used to that word. There's a limit of 200 Glamours. However, you can not convert gear that can go into the armoire for some reason. So this is this next part, which is the confusing part. With the Glamours that you have in your commode, you can make an ensemble, which is a secondary, which is like the second part of the system, which is basically where you make your outfit. You can have 10 slots, by the way, which is important. 10 slots. You can make I understand why he said it was complicated and difficult to explain.
Yeah, because it's needlessly complicated.
It is pretty needlessly complicated, yeah.
Initially, I thought, oh yeah, this is we're getting the Glamour log. That's what this is. And then they started explaining it, and I'm like, this is not a Glamour log. This is why did I think this was a Glamour log?
Apparently, yeah. So people are clarifying what you said. You said you couldn't take anything from your armoire to do it. Apparently, you don't need to convert them because they're already converted.
Oh yeah, that was what I meant. Sorry, you don't have to. You can't. You don't need to convert them because you can use the armoire. I don't know why they did it like that.
Some sort of connected to the system, I guess.
So the next part that a lot of people got wrong, and I think I got wrong too. We still don't quite. I can actually show you the slide that was shown because I screenshotted that. There's especially one part that is very confusing. Okay, so I can switch to that. Hold on. Yeah, let's see here. There we go. This isn't the slide, but here you can see the stuff that we talked about. The commode is the thing on the left, and the ensemble thing is the thing on the right. As you can see, it has 10 slots. Or actually, if you look at the second picture, the ensemble is on the left and the commode is on the right. Let's see. Let's just. Did I just fucking I closed it. This is a screenshot I took from Mala just now to show him that I was looking at what is it? A Vista. Who we're doing. Hold on. I can't believe. How did I close the fucking window though? Oh, okay. I'm gonna try again. No, it's just showing this. I think that's where I stopped taking screenshots, actually.
Somebody's asking, are those 10 slots or new gear sets? No, they're completely unrelated.
Oh, yeah,
it's completely new additional system.
We need more information, but so how I assume it's going to work is that, well, apparently you can only do this in cities, first of all.
Yeah.
Which I find very, very strange. Like, for me, I have that gold Creed set Glamour, right? That I can make an ensemble with those pieces in there. And then every time I'd be able to get a new piece of gear, say I was leveling from 60 to 70 and I wanted to keep that Glamour the whole time, every single time I got a piece, it wouldn't affect
the look. It's going to overwrite everything you put in.
Because I have the ensemble on.
However, the thing that was confusing was that it said that ensembles can only be used in cities and whatever, which made a lot of people...
switch.
Yes, which is what I also, that's been clarified now that you can actually switch it. But initially, it kind of gave the impression that the ensembles wouldn't apply in other areas, like in instances, which would have been hilarious. Because you'd be looking real cool while you're queuing for the duty finder, and once you're inside, you look like the worst mismatched shit. Like there wouldn't be a lot of screenshots from dungeons. I'll tell you that.
It'd be pretty bad.
But yeah, you can. The thing that is a little bit annoying is the limit of just 10 ensembles, and 200 glamours. Which 200 is a lot, but if you want to collect all the gear, that's not enough.
I'm sorry, put all your relics in there. Just if I put all my relics in there, there's like most of my space is taken up.
Yeah, exactly.
I also think that I don't know. I like to give them as much credit as possible, but I don't think the system is good enough.
Nope.
No, I mean, I guess
I hate to be negative or whatever, but it's just not good enough. It's just like
the thing I like is that they're trying to change it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they didn't have to. Like, they could have just left it as is. I guess time will tell if this is a better system than the old. This is an important thing to note. The old system will still exist. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's going to be a thing forever, but at least when this launches, the old system will still work. I assume you can still glamour the old way then, with just using the normal glamour prisms,
and it's going to get more simple because there's only going to be one type of glamour prism. So
yeah. Is it better than the system for squadrons?
No, I don't think it is.
I mean, at least we're getting extra storage for a glamour. I guess the commode itself, although limited, at least can free up some space. Although this is another important note, it destroys your weapon or the gear. It turns it into glamour. It will literally, you can never equip that piece again. But then we discussed this, Mala and I, earlier today. When are you ever going to use that gear, like, for real? Like, usually what you glamour is stuff that you're never going to use again because it's outdated.
But they also talk about being able to remove it, though.
Yeah, I just thought it would be destroyed when you removed it because...
I think so.
Really? It just becomes normal gear again?
I think so, yeah.
How weird. Sure. What a weird fucking system.
I know, they worded it super weird during the live letter too.
Because I'm thinking, like, relics and such have custom stats on it. Will the server remember that? Like, when you convert it into glamour, it becomes a statless piece of gear. Like, when you remove it, I don't know.
Well, at that point, you should probably just put a recreation in there instead. The replicas.
Yeah. Still, yeah, I guess. I'm excited to see how it works. Maybe we're just being overly critical. Maybe it's going to be perfect.
I just feel like it's too overcomplicated.
Yeah, it is. It is. But like a couple episodes ago, we said this was going to happen. Square Enix always overcomplicates systems. And with 14, with like the very limited backend this game has, I'm not surprised.
Especially having like system that already works, in my opinion, better. Yeah. With the squadron system, I think that works way better. And if that's what we got, if they're like, hey, you can have 10 presets, like 10 ensembles, but you just build them in the way you build squadrons. Yeah, that's fine. I would be okay with that. Yeah. And then, which I know this isn't that far off, but if they were doing that, then I would have more hope for a glamour log in the future, where I don't believe we have any possibility of a glamour log in the future. Now that we have this system, it's going to be like a glamour storage closet is what it's going to end up being. It's not going to be a log. Yeah, that sucks. I mean we're looking at the beginning of a system here, though. This will most definitely be like, it will evolve with patches. We're not getting a glamour log probably ever, but they can still make changes to it. Like, they can maybe they can add some sort of sorting system that tells you like what, I don't know how they would do it, but they've sort of fucked it up a bit from the start here.
But they can change stuff. Like they did that with the they.
It's not going to motivate people to go and redo all content to collect all the pieces if it's not as a log.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to know what you're missing out on.
Yeah,
I agree.
I've got my caster sets. That's fine.
Yeah,
but I was excited for the
log,
exact same reason.
You could go back and redo every dungeon again, every single piece, and it would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they've already missed the mark on. It's an attempt, and I appreciate them attempting it. And it could end up being decent, but for now, it's not what people wanted.
Yeah, hell, I would start at Sostasha, get every single piece of gear I ever could.
Yeah.
Just working my way through every dungeon in the game.
Absolutely, same.
Yeah, I would do that too. I'm a tool, Square Enix. Why don't you let me be a tool? Yeah. Just give me a fucking log.
Power through every relic.
Yeah, I would do that just for
I already do.
I did that with the Relic Reborn. I have all of those. I have the Insatiable title, so that's the thing. Do you get that for the new relics if you get all of them? Really?
No, I got it. I there was no title, so I still finished them all and was like,
oh,
oh,
that's sad. Yeah. I would have done all of them if there was a title, but no, there isn't.
There is a title actually, Lucio.
There is?
Yeah.
You liar. Anyway, so that is Glamour, the Glamour system. Do we? I think. Is there any way to sum it up? To sum up how we feel about the Glamour system? I think we're just.
I think the summation is it's a Square Enix approach to a simple problem.
Yeah. In before all the comments like, oh, you're saying it's simple, but actually, I'm a software engineer. It's actually really complicated.
I'm an actual game designer, and I know exactly how it is.
It's actually really, really difficult. So
I work for Blizzard, and I actually make the transmog log.
Yeah, I'm the creator behind it. It took 7 years to make. Okay. Anyways, enough mocking imaginary commenters. Inventory updates as well. They've weird again. Square Enix. Hey, stack size has been increased from 99 to 999.
Rest in peace, market board.
Yeah, that's.
If you want 1,000 of the same thing,
I'm actually so happy about that.
Yeah, it's gonna free up a lot of space.
Is it?
It is. I have loads of like
huge time.
Shit.
So I'll tell you, since I'm a gatherer now, you know, I'm just like
yes,
yes, the gatherer.
Yeah, but are you gathering just one item over and over again?
Honestly, I'm considering changing my name to Ash 9.
Oh yeah.
I'm not as good as Ash 10, but I'm Ash 9.
Just under him.
There you go. Yeah.
So, but
you're still gonna have 2 slots for every item.
No, you're not, because if you're out gathering crates, like say you're in my step right now, I'm like, I need 38,000 blood hemps. I don't actually need that many, but I need a lot. I need like thousands of blood hemp to craft collectibles and do stuff. Do you know how much inventory space that's going to save me?
Yeah.
Like absurd amounts.
But there's still going to be blood hemp, and there's still going to be HQ blood hemp, and there's still going to be every other item in the HQ version of them.
But there's not going to be 35 stacks of 99.
That is very true.
It's true, but it's a rare situation when you need that many stacks of blood hemp.
I don't know, food. I see lots of uses.
I don't know how much you eat, Yas, but I don't need 25 stacks of spaghetti.
25 stacks of spaghetti.
Yeah, it's for gathering. Yeah, I see that. I've had my inventory full while gathering a lot of times. This feature has been talked about before, and I still don't quite understand why, but there's an undo sort button now.
Yeah.
Fine.
I guess if you were right above something, and then somehow you went to the bottom of the list and click sort, and then you're like, wait, I wanted to click on that item and not so.
Yeah, it's weird. And they were like, and this is a big achievement for our dev team has worked really hard. It's a big achievement. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why?
We had to hire 20 new programmers to sort this out.
Yeah.
Never been
It's
done.
not that easy, guys. It's not that.
It's never been done in an MMO before.
Dear Luke Hildibrand. Oh yeah, what is that? We need to find out what that is still.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're gonna get to that. I think it's in. I think they already showed it on the live letter.
You're not saying.
No. Chocobo saddlebags. That's not what I meant. This is
Wow.
I didn't see this one coming.
We got a fishing box. We finally got a tackle box, dude.
That's true. That is a good use for it, actually.
That's all I like. Literally, I remember one of the first things I ever did in this game was I started leveling Fisher, and I went, "There's something wrong here." And I sent a message to support desk. It was like, "You guys need to add a tackle box into the game." 4 years later, I feel vindicated.
Yeah. So basically, it's us. So what I wanted to, they'd never answered it. But I hope I don't understand. Is the saddlebag a physical thing you have to put on your chocobo? Because on the screenshot, the saddlebag was physical. You could see it on the chocobo.
I mean, maybe, but I don't.
Yeah, maybe you'll do like a companion quest.
It doesn't make any sense, though. I mean, but
it
nothing
doesn't matter anyways, because you can pull. Apparently, you don't even need to have your chocobo out.
Yeah.
That I don't like that.
Why?
I
It
do.
ruins my immersion.
It's basically, dude, they're gonna introduce a fucking Crystal Tower PvP thing. Don't worry about
How
that.
am I gonna access my chocobo?
You're riding
saddlebag if he's not even with me.
You're riding a bear wearing a Santa costume.
And
Jesus.
just riding a chicken on a normal basis as well.
Very true. So the fact that you can just store stuff on it is not the biggest deal here. It's the fact that it's a giant yellow chicken that we are treating like a horse. I think that is the biggest. Yeah. So you can access it whenever, except for in dungeons and instances specifically.
So basically, keep everything but food.
Yeah.
And,
Things you don't need in a dungeon.
Dark matter in there. Those are
Yes.
the things I wouldn't keep in there.
Yeah.
Again, great for gathering.
Yeah.
Fantastic for gathering.
It-
He's
you set
as
yourself
soon
a
as he
limit.
started, gathering and crafting is all he taught.
That is Yaz's life now. It's just
I told you,
is-
I quit raiding. I'm a crafter
That's
now.
all he's doing now. He has seen the light. It's cool because the Chocobo saddlebags, you get like half a retainer for free, extra retainer, because you have 70 slots, while the retainer is 140.
More saddlebags for like an increased monthly cost.
That's what I thought. I thought maybe they would introduce bigger saddlebags that you can buy, probably off the Mog Station, to increase your Chocobo's.
Do you
saddle
hate your
size. What?
Why? You're gonna force it to travel around with like a 600 slot bag on it.
Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, I've trained it enough. Well, actually, I haven't. Someone in our free company.
You
has.
haven't done any work on that chocobo.
Mila, give yourself a break sometimes. I bet you've been walking around with 25 stacks of spaghetti for one.
All the
probably have-
time.
You probably have chairs. You
Yeah.
probably have a big old bag of apples. How are you carrying all this?
Oh,
stuff?
and
My inventory is disgusting.
And all
fine.
the eggs.
Your chocobo.
Oh god, yeah, the eggs.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to
And
that.
the sherry.
And the sherry. Let's not forget the sherry. So good stuff. Still no word on the actual inventory expansion. It's still weird to see the unfilled slots in the inventory
Yeah.
screen.
I actually like to think of this as the missing page and a half. of our
Yeah.
inventory. Because it's 7,
Yeah, it is.
It's close enough. It's 25 inventory spots per page, right?
Yeah. Oh god,
Yeah.
maybe
So-
there's gonna.
Why didn't they give us 75? I
No,
wanted
why did you say
75.
that? That's gonna bother me now. Oh no.
I know.
Oh
One of
no. Okay. Okay. Let's move on. Oh, for fuck's sakes! Housing.
Yeah.
Additional plots will be added to the existing zones.
Yes.
So that's happening. We knew that was happening, so that's good.
That's gonna make patch day fun.
However, plots will not. All of the plots will not unlock at once. Only a select few will open at launch, and then they will gradually unlock as time progresses. So I don't know how like the time span of this, if this is like in like 1 day or a week or a month.
Just give everybody houses. I'm so sick of talking about housing at this point. Like, I know they're trying to fix it. They're trying to do their thing.
The system is fucked. But I mean,
the system is fucked. Exactly.
They talked about.
I think they can fix housing. Yes, look at the Glamour commode.
Yeah, it's great. It's really great.
The Glamour. That's a great example of them fixing stuff in the game.
Yeah.
So they also said there were changes coming to the plot purchasing system as well.
It's auctions, isn't it? It's going to be auctions,
probably. Or not.
Or maybe you have to submit a letter like this. Dear Square Enix, I really want this plot. My free company is really sad that we haven't got this plot. Please can. And they.
I was homeless for 2 weeks.
Luke Keel was homeless for.
I know.
By a year.
Well, that broke me. That I was destroyed. We talked about this before, but yeah. I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't care. I don't care anymore. House.
Neither. They're killing it for me.
You can now teleport to friends' estates.
That's dope.
That's pretty cool.
Kind of. I mean, is that cool?
Is that going to clutter my teleport menu a lot?
I assume it would be from friends list, right?
Yeah, but
I don't want people teleporting.
I'm going to teleport to your house every day, Mila, and
I'm going to remove all my friends.
I'm going to shit all over your garden.
No. Not on my
like when Luke Keel goes, what did I just say?
What did I just say? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Exterior and interior fixtures will now be retained on removal. What?
That's actually really good. So, you know when you put like a Pisa wall on?
Yeah.
If you take it off, it'll be destroyed. You can't take it off.
Oh, yeah.
You can only replace it with a different wall. That's going to probably crash the market on them a little bit, though. But that's fine by me.
Whatever. So this is funny. Okay, moving on from that depressing shithole. Subaquatic Voyages.
Hooray.
They showed one picture of the sub, and then they were like, Subaquatic Voyages are coming with 4.2. Moving on. And there was like no.
Well, I mean, what else is there to say about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's.
Is it gonna take us to Diadem?
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna
take us to Eureka 100%.
To Eureka?
Underwater.
We're gonna get an underwater diadem, and it's gonna be like Eureka, except it doesn't have the leveling system. So look forward to that.
It also has no monsters because
you can't fight underwater.
Right.
All you have to do is look for pearl oysters.
The new gathering. It's the new gathering.
Yeah, there you go. It's the new gathering diadem.
Yeah.
Perform is getting a UI update, which looks really good.
It looks very, very good.
Getting let's see, I have a picture. I'm gonna switch to that. It looks like this.
Very
it's like a piano style thing with keys. So yeah, there's not much to say about that. It looks good. It will make it easier for people to play. They also said that they were going to change how, and we talked about this, they've also talked about this several times, that they're going to change the delay between notes, because right now there's like an artificial gap here. Like I think it's like 1.2 seconds is the limit right now. They want to remove it, to get it down as low as possible. So, hey, you can play faster with 4.2. They're going to add 3 new instruments.
Wow.
So, wonder what will they be? Will we get like big? I can't imagine them adding like fucking grand piano.
It's going to be drum. Microphone.
Drums? I don't think they're adding drums.
Microphone,
so you can have a singing bit. And
wait.
I would like that.
Okay, excuse me.
Yeah.
Microphone. How would that work?
Just let me plug my mic in.
You can sing.
Yeah.
Limsa Lominsa is going to be beautiful.
I would do it. I would put on concerts all the time.
Yeah.
Lominsa.
Lomsa
Lumin, whatever it was.
Whatever.
I can't even remember.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so that's
I'm gonna honestly guess that that's gonna be like flute.
It's gonna be flute for sure.
Flute for sure, yeah.
Because they already have the
What else do they
modeling game.
do? Loot.
Just feel
Lute, Lute would be awesome.
Yeah, Lute is
actually.
like
I would
classic
that a lot.
bard. So
Flute.
It's like as long as you like
harp.
chords.
And the harp.
harp, of course, we're gonna get a harp.
Harp
And we play now.
we play right now.
Goodbye, Lucio.
So what else do you think is going to be Mela?
So flute, lute, and laptop, and you can just do like Skrillex songs.
No, seriously though, I think a lute would be great.
Come on, okay.
A lute would be great. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Lute would be.
know.
It needs a stringed like what?
Do you know what we need? We need that little tiny keyboard thing that Soken played at the Fan Fest.
Yes.
When he played Lost City, and he just had like the tiniest piano ever. I want that thing.
Cool. We
That
can
was
have like
great.
a xylophone as well,
A xylophone, sure. Yeah, I would accept a xylophone.
and then a vuvuzela.
I like Vuvuzela.
Yeah, definitely that.
Welcome back.
Hello, Lucio.
What happened?
Don't know. Anyway, so duty recorder, that's a thing. That was. Are we done with perform? We're done with perform for sure.
Yeah, we're done with perform. Yeah.
I think you're done with before.
We just shit talked to you while you were gone. That's all.
I expected that. Duty recorder is a thing, and I think that might be one of the things that they. I think this is the never before done in an MMO thing that they've talked about before, because they spent most of the live letter looking at this. It basically allows you to replay battles.
Mm-hmm.
And you can change camera angles, you can change POVs, and you can't watch it in slow motion. Apparently that was too hard. It's something to do with the global cooldown, because it's a really cool thing. First of all, it's cool. I don't think I have seen that before, that you can do that in other MMOs.
But
it's a neat tool for raiders, I would assume. If something goes wrong, the leader can go back, or not even the leader, everyone can go back and look at the recording and see like what exactly happened.
I suppose, yeah.
Though it comes with a few limitations. There's no battle log. Battle log is not saved because this is not an actual video, obviously, because you can move around. So it's all packet based. So the logs can't be saved. So you can't actually watch. You can't watch the battle log on a replay. Everyone's names are removed.
Or damage.
What?
What I'm curious about, are damage numbers going to come up at all?
No, it didn't
If the
show.
battle log's not saved, then
Yeah, it wouldn't. It doesn't show.
That's true. What if the reason that you messed up is because your bard's just like AFK in the corner and you can't prove that?
You
from
can't
the video?
prove that. You can just watch the replay and go to that
you
bar.
wouldn't be doing actions, but
Yeah.
I feel like numbers need to be shown. Like if you're like, if battle log isn't saved, for example, and you're in a raid situation and you're like, something happened to the tank. He took, I don't know, something happened. He took a huge crit or something, and he died immediately. He went from full health to 0 health. What happened?
Yeah. I guess,
Well,
I mean,
look what the machinist is doing.
It's not going to help you figure that out.
in that sense, you can go back to the battle log yourself. Like, the battle log will still be, so you
Yeah,
just have to
I guess
scroll your
that's
way
true.
up.
That's true.
But yeah, it's, other than that, it's just more for a visual thing, like to see, because AoEs show up, like all of that shows up, positioning is there. Yeah, it looks.
The video did show numbers healing numbers popping up at least. Okay, well then, if that's, as long as that's in there, then it's great. I don't need the battle log.
Yeah,
at all,
maybe
as
it
long as you can see
shows
numbers.
your own stuff. I don't know. Maybe it does
That's
show
not good,
numbers.
right?
I can't remember the whole presentation, but he said the battle log specifically is not saved.
Yeah,
it cannot
which I don't
save
care
that
about
data.
anyways. Yeah, it's fine.
It should show numbers because it requires everyone to consent to use it anyway.
That is the
Right.
next thing.
Yeah.
In order to record, every single person in the party has to consent. There's like a recording ready check thing. Record check, I think they call it. So yeah, that's a thing. Everyone has to say, yeah, it's okay. If one person says no, can't record, dude. That's gonna be orange. So that's gonna be Maela all the time.
It's gonna be me too.
Yeah, it's gonna be me too. So let's be honest here. In addition to that, yeah, all of their names are removed except for your own. They just their name is just gonna be their job. I get why. It's to limit witch hunting if someone fucks
But you
up.
can still. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because saying, "Oh yeah, it was the scholar's fault," is so much different than saying it was Lukiel's fault.
Yeah, because at least if you say it's the scholar's fault, no one could find you. Like it would just be 1 in a million scholars.
Yeah, but you're using it as part of your rating.
Yeah, that's the weird part. You can only do it with
what?
freeform.
Yeah, exactly. Because why would you like? Why would you like? I mean, so you can't do it just on a leveling roulette. You're not can't be like, I'm gonna record this.
No.
Right. So like what?
No, you can't do it via Duty Finder. You have to do it with a preformed party finder. Yeah.
So you know,
I don't understand the point.
No.
I'm really confused.
Maybe it's because they at some point want to roll it out for Duty Finder. Maybe.
I almost wonder if this is maybe just like they had the spectator system done.
Yeah.
PvP, and they're like, this could work very similar.
Yeah.
Like some adjustments to that or something. I'm not really sure, but
yeah, it would work with with a PvP. Would be a nice tool to replay battles. Yeah.
When the Ultimate race was going on, I watched quite a lot of that Japanese team.
Mm-hmm.
And every time something happened, they'd go and they'd rewatch the clip.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what this does.
Yeah. So it's made for.
So they've already got their own ways of doing it.
For pro groups, this is probably a really good tool. Yeah.
Saving.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can already do that.
Yeah, you just record the fight. But with this one, you can actually switch and look at specific
switch
members.
POVs, which is a big deal for sure. Yeah. Plus, it'll also be cool. Like,
you can use group posts with it.
Dude, you know what I want?
What?
Do you know what would make this like the greatest thing for me ever?
What?
And I know other games have some similar stuff like this, where if you could take the file, right, that you have, and you could upload it somewhere, and you could take it and watch the fight from on your own game client.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
So like,
yeah,
so you can import other people's.
This is the world first clear of Ultimate. You can like go through a catalog of ones that are made public, and you could watch it and like toggle through yourself and like really
the future of guides.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah, almost like the future of a guide. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's a good point, because this is gonna be a great tool for people who make guides in general. Because
without a doubt,
yeah, they can get like detailed shots and stuff.
And in one video, they can show you how to do it as tank healer and ranged melee DPS all in one go.
Yeah,
exactly.
So
this could actually be pretty cool.
All the guides,
and you could just say, watch along for specific. Like you could say, bring up the thing in your game and watch along as I describe the fight, and you can look from the point of view that you want to learn. You know,
I like that.
That sounds good idea.
Awesome.
Make it happen. So, additionally, new tomestones introduced with this patch, of course, called Elegant Tomestones of Mendacity. Hey, sure. Whatever. And this is funny. They actually opened the live letter with this, but with patch 4.2, the MSQ dungeons will be adjusted. It only took us 4 years to do it, but it's finally here. I guess they're talking about Castrum and the Praetorium. I don't know how they're fixing it. Like, are they just gonna have the...
There was something about somebody saying that you couldn't skip cutscenes unless everybody said they wanted to skip the cutscenes.
That's fine by me. Absolutely fine by me.
They were gonna make the rewards way more.
Okay, well, at least that's good. Oh god,
that is something I've heard. I can't confirm it, but that's just what somebody was saying.
Luca, if you got a full level every time you did MSQ roulette, but had to still watch the cutscenes, you would still do it, wouldn't you?
Worth it. 100%
Exactly.
worth it.
And then you help someone out as well.
Oh, watching all of the cutscenes from the Praetorium, huh?
It was the best part of the story.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, it's like fucking 3-hour movie. I can watch.
They would have to make it so it auto goes through the cutscenes though, because what if somebody just doesn't click to the next dialogue?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
that's
they would
true.
they would have to change something if they did that.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe, yeah, buff up some tomestones and EXP, fine. I'll watch something. I'll watch Netflix while it's going on. It's fine.
You don't even need to be there.
No. Yeah, okay, so that's happening. So if that was a big deal for you, for some reason, I mean, it's a big deal for new players. They can actually enjoy the story.
It actually is kind of a big deal for me, because then I may ever run a main scenario roulette again.
Yeah,
Exactly.
True. 4.2 and or okay, so this is 4.2 and or 4.3 would introduce the cross-world link shells. So we still don't know if it's 4.2 or 4.3. The same with the feature I don't understand, the cross-world free company. Why are they still pushing that? I don't understand. It's the same as a link shell.
Yeah.
Well, not if they end up making their way if you get to that.
How could you get to the house?
I don't know. They could do it though. It's possible.
They can't even make a glamour log. How are they gonna do this? Anyway, whatever. They let them have their fun with that. The 4. And again 4.2 and or 4.3 companion app, where you can chat with FC and friends. We talked about this. It's either going to come out.
Yeah,
it's
all going to be 4.3. Everything. That
I really want it to be now.
It's not going to happen.
I'm telling you, we're going to get Stormblood at 4.5. They're going to be like,
Yeah.
"Here's Eureka. We did it. We found crossbow link shells. We're done."
Yeah. Yeah. So that's that. That's those are the main points. I think. Where did I put my fucking show notes, dude? Oh yeah. Then the big reveal at the end. FanFest announced. Las Vegas, Nevada, November 15th to 17th, 2018 in North America. And again, fucking Europe. They can never set a date for Europe. They haven't done any of the, like, every time they announce it's like, yeah, this, Japan, even if, like, I thought, okay, it's because it's so far ahead of time. They haven't had time. But fucking Japan is in March. And why?
We're going to be around late January, February, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm probably. Yeah, Paris, France, early 2019, and Japan, March 23rd to the 24th, 2019.
Exciting.
So, it's exciting because I'm assuming that the next expansion they will start teasing on that FanFest.
It feels so soon.
It does, but it's just because they announced the FanFest earlier than they usually do, I guess.
Yeah, it must be.
But yeah,
it's only really less than a year.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But this lines up with how they've announced it previously, so we're on schedule.
And then the next expansion will release in like mid 2019.
Yeah, January 2019, I would suppose.
June?
Then. Yeah.
Jeez.
Look. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, like I said, it feels like it's coming to, like, it's, how can it already be FanFest?
We're only on
4.1. But yeah, it's,
and I'm like, dude, I just went. Like,
Yeah.
I can't. This is like,
oh, but yeah, that's the thing. Why is it? It's in France.
Are you gonna go? Yes.
I mean, yeah, if I can afford it, and I would love to go. Yeah.
Are you gonna go? No.
Are you guys coming to an NA? Is the better question.
I'm not going to any FanFest.
The Australians came to NA. Why can't you guys?
I'm not.
The NA is the good one.
Any FanFest.
You guys are whatever, man.
I'm going to the Japanese one.
Yes. Look at me. It's a Japanese
I dare you. I dare you.
Yeah. The thing that worries me about having the FanFest in Paris is it's just going to be all in French.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not going to be that. They're going to have a translator or something, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the live letter XL. Now, we don't have time to show the minimum eye level thing, which frankly I haven't had time to edit. We did Lost City of Amdapur. We still have to draw the next one.
Yeah, that's true. I'm excited.
Could it be Aurum Vale? We're about to find
but
out.
It won't be. Oh yeah.
Could it be Ifrit?
There was
normal
merchandise
mode?
as well, but that's throwaway. For anyone interested, there's a new art book coming out with a wind-up Yugiri minion, and then there's also a statue of Shiva, which looks amazing.
Sorry,
Oh, that
you
looks
misquoted. It's not Yugiri, it's Yotsuyu.
Oh yeah, please.
God, yeah, Yotsu. Sorry, they're all the same to me.
Wow.
Wow.
Domans all look the same to me.
All
I'm sorry.
Asians look alike to you? Wow. that's
all
fucked up,
Domans.
dude.
Yes, keep it in game.
Sure. Okay, whatever you want.
Okay, here we go. I just realized we've been very lucky. I mean, we hate getting level 50 ones, but like there are legit level 30 and level 15 shit in here. We have yet to do Sastasha.
Oh god,
Just
I hope we
saying.
get
Oh fuck!
What,
Oh
Dusk
no!
Vigil?
Things fell out. Don't look at the notes, Lukiel. Don't look at the notes.
I'm not looking.
Okay.
It's not just for the amount. It is a really nice quality statue.
Yeah, the Shiva one looks really good. I like the Shiva one.
I won't get the Odin one, but the Shiva one.
Refuse
The
to
die,
look.
the die has been cast. Oh, there's. Are you fucking kidding me,
Is it Amdapur?
Mala? This is your fault that we got this because you said this last time. You fucking asshole. The Sunken Temple of fucking Karn.
It looks fake. Our whole series looks fake.
Why are we only getting the
Hawkman
same
and normal.
ones?
Sunken Temple hard. Sunken Temple normal. Amdapur hard. Amdapur normal. Why?
I cannot believe that happened. Every dungeon we pull, every hard mode we pull.
Normal. It's really boring.
Oh my god, and it's so bad. I hate fucking Karn. Oh, well.
I feel a bit sick.
I actually thought it was. I thought it was going to be Arm Vale. With the way with the build up, I was like, it's Arm Vale. It's happened.
I would rather. No, I wouldn't
We're
rather
done?
have.
No, you wouldn't.
I
You
wouldn't.
wouldn't say.
That's a lie. With that, we've reached the end of. I forgot to put the lid on. With that, we've reached the end of tonight's episode.
Wait, didn't we not? Did we not even show the minimum animal?
I haven't edited it
Yes, I
yet.
made it. Yes.
Please don't.
Don't embarrass him.
Don't embarrass me. I may not.
I love Brave Luck, so yes, I would.
I have it on my. I'm like halfway done with it, but I haven't finished it. But because I thought, we don't want to have time anyways to show it. I mean, it's 10. We're 1 minute left of the show, so yeah, wouldn't have time. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the post show following this episode on twitch.tv/speakersofheidland. Remember to follow us on Twitter at SpeakersXIV, Facebook.com/SpeakersXIV. You know what? You don't really have to follow us on Facebook, but you can if you want. YouTube.com/SpeakersXIV. Send us mogmail, speakersxiv.com/mogmail. We're not going to read mogmail today either.
Send
don't
me
have time.
personal mogmail.
Don't send us personal mogmail. There are restrictions apply. You can see them on the website.
No, send me whatever you want.
Send nudes. Don't send nudes. I didn't say that. Okay, see you next week, guys. And if you're watching live, bye. No, don't bye if you're watching live. if you're watching live, please watch the post show on Twitch. See you there. Bye.
Bye.